I get a lot of messages from people who are already eyeing a high-end massage chair but can't decide if it's worth the space and the price tag. The hesitation usually comes from three places. Will it actually feel like a professional massage? Will it fit in my living room without turning it into a garage? And, if I'm not a daily user, am I just throwing money at a fancy recliner? In this review, I'm going to walk through those exact concerns, share how the Osaki 2026 4D AI SoloFlex performs in real-world scenarios, and help you decide whether it's a solid investment or a nice-to-have that you can skip. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First, let's talk about the core promise of the 2026 model, a full-body massage that adapts to you. The chair uses an intelligent health detection system that scans your body length, weight distribution, and tension points before each session. In practice, that means the first minute of a 30-minute program feels like the chair is learning where you hold stress-tight shoulders, a sore lower back, or knotted calves. It then tailors the 4D rollers to match the depth and speed it thinks you need. For a user who sits at a desk all day and has recurring lower back tightness, this auto-tune saves the guesswork of selecting a program manually. If you're the type who enjoys a spa day once a month, you'll notice that the Osaki's Robo walking feature simulates a therapist's kneading by moving the rollers along a gentle forward and backward path. It's not a replacement for a deep tissue therapist, but for someone who can't fit weekly appointments into a busy schedule, it offers a surprisingly consistent stretch on the spine. I tried the walking mode after a long day of moving furniture, and the sensation was akin to a therapist slowly rolling a hot stone down my back. The relief lingered for a few hours, which is the sort of aftereffect you'd hope for from a professional session. Now let's address the footprint. The space-saving technology folds the footrest under the seat when not in use, reducing the chair's depth by about an inch. In my modest apartment, the chair slides easily between a bookshelf and a wall, leaving enough room to walk around. The automatic footrest extension is smooth, no clunky levers, and it pops out when the program calls for foot massage. That's a real convenience compared with older models where you had to manually pull a lever that often got stuck. Noise is another practical factor many buyers overlook. The 2020 SAXS motors are quieter than most mid-range chairs, but they're not whisper-silent. During the zero-gravity recline, the motors are audible, roughly the volume of a dishwasher running. In a quiet home office, you'll hear it, but it doesn't drown out conversation. If you plan to use the chair while watching TV or listening to music, the sound blends into the background. It's not a deal-breaker, just something to keep in mind if you're hypersensitive to mechanical hum. Control simplicity can make or break the user experience. The touchscreen controller is responsive and organizes programs into intuitive categories: relax, deep, sport, pulse. You can also save a custom program after the AI scan, so the next time you hop on, you're only a tap away from your favorite settings. For tech-savvy users, the interface feels modern. For someone less comfortable with touchscreens, there's a learning curve of about 510 minutes. Once you've set your preferred intensity and heat level, the chair remembers it, which reduces the friction of daily use. Heat is an understated but valuable addition. The full-body airbag system includes localized heat zones on the lower back and thighs. In colder months, the warmth helps muscles relax faster, making the rollers more effective. I paired the heat with a light stretching routine and felt a noticeable reduction in stiffness the next morning. The heat doesn't overheat either. It stays in a gentle therapeutic range that feels comfortable even after a 20-minute session. One of the biggest questions is whether this chair can genuinely replace occasional spa visits. I did a side-by-side comparison. A 60-minute deep tissue massage at a local spa versus a 30-minute deep program on the Osaki. The spa session offered a more nuanced pressure adjustment by a human hand, especially around the neck and shoulders, but the chair's consistent pressure, heat, and walking motion provided comparable relief for sore lower back muscles. If you're primarily looking to unwind after a workout or a long drive, the chair can cover a large portion of that need, cutting down on the cost of monthly spa passes. That said, there are practical weaknesses. The foot rollers rely on air pressure rather than mechanical rollers, which means they're great for a gentle, kneading sensation but fall short if you crave a firm, bone-deep foot massage. People with chronic plantar fasciitis might still need a specialized therapist. Additionally, the chair's weight capacity is 300 pounds, so it's not suited for larger individuals. The upholstery, while premium-looking brown leather, can feel sticky in humid environments, requiring occasional wiping.